Okay. Let us give salam to this brother. He wants to give salam. Yeah, يعني just let him. Yeah, let him give salam and record it. Salam alaikum. MashaAllah, how are you, brother?
Alhamdulillah.
سبيل الدموع سبيل مريح تنهد يا صاحي كي تستريح
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brothers and sisters in Islam. Inshallah, all of you are in the best of health and iman and you're all doing fine. You guys are tuning into another episode of Ask the Sheikh. We have our beloved Sheikh Haytham al-Haddad with us today once again. And what we're going to be discussing today, inshallah, is Sheikh, let's get straight into it. A lot of youngsters nowadays, of course, they want to get married. You know, we were all at that stage at one point. And a lot of sisters specifically, they want to get married. They find a brother, they like each other, they want to take it the halal route. The sister, she takes it to her parents, and her parents say no, but for no Islamic reason. So they say no maybe because of the brother's race, or maybe because of something very petty, because they don't want her to marry, for example, a brother from a different race, you know. So what is the ruling and what is the advice in regards to this?
Yeah, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salam ala Rasulillah. Well, to be honest with you, this is a big issue, a huge issue, and there are a number of angles that need to be tackled in order to understand the full picture. It's not as simple as it is now, okay? First of all, let us start all the way from the beginning. And now, this sister, how did she find that brother? This is the first question. Yeah, where they lose in terms of their relationship when they were studying at college or at university or maybe at work or some even Islamic Dawah activities.
And stuff,
yeah, they were loose with each other and they become attached to each other and they want to get married to each other. This is very common. So that is the first thing that we need to address. Yeah, and see, this in of itself is a subject. However, I don't want to get into it because it takes time and we need to address it maybe in another maybe sitting.
Inshallah.
But let us move forward. Then the second issue is this brother and sister, they start developing their relationship together before knowing whether their families are going to accept that or not. And this in of itself is a huge problem. Yeah. And my advice to all brothers and sisters, before developing any kind of attachment to the other side, maybe you would like to marry that sister, or the sister, you would like to marry that brother, but he would like, but they should not take it further. Because if they took it further, yes, and they develop love between both of them, it will be very difficult for both of them to separate from each other.
Yes.
Yeah, and then the problem will be increased and will become really huge. Wallahi, I have seen brothers, you know, practicing brothers, they are طلاب العلم, they are some of them, one case is I think an imam, you know, he was crying in front of me because his sister, the sister he wanted to marry, she left him and she got married to another brother, her cousin, etc. Yeah, and he was crying and he said, I can't sleep, I can't this and that. I said to him, it is your problem because you developed that attachment to that sister before knowing whether she can marry you or her parents would allow you or would accept your proposal. That's why I always say, if a brother meets a sister or a sister meets a brother, before they take it further and before the shaitan deceives them and they start communicating with each other and developing love, they should check whether their parents would allow them to get married or not.
Yes.
This is the second important point. Now the third important point, aside from the core issue, but it is a very fundamental issue. Now many sisters have very bad relationship with their parents, especially with their father, and therefore their fathers do not support them, do not have a trust in them.
Yeah.
So imagine, as a father, my daughter is not listening to me, she's being rude to me, I don't have confidence that she's mature enough. This is the key thing. I don't have confidence that she's mature enough. The way she behaves, she stays outside the home until very late. She did not build that trust. She did not behave in a way to tell me as a father that she is really a mature girl.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden, she wants to get married to a brother. Obviously, the first thing I will think of is that she's not mature. Yeah, especially if there is a cultural gap, if there is an age gap, if there are some other major differences, or I, as a father, believe that there is no compatibility.
Yeah.
I will say just she's being emotional, she's not mature, okay, she's behaving in this immature way, so I will refuse, and then the problem starts. So let us not always blame parents.
Yeah.
Okay, now this is an issue that has to be addressed.
Yeah.
Then if we took into consideration all the previous points that I have mentioned, and there is a sister who is mature and she really wants to marry to a suitable brother,
Yeah.
okay, and her relationship with her father is reasonable, okay, good relationship. To be honest with you, I deal with these marriage problems, okay, and wali issue. I deal with these things on a daily basis. I have rarely seen, yeah, a genuine case and the father is refusing to allow his daughter to marry a suitable person, even if there is cultural difference. In fact, now most of the parents admit and acknowledge that their daughters are facing challenges in their deen in terms of fitna, and therefore they are being so lenient with them in terms of marriage. But normally when a young sister comes to me telling me that all of these stories, that there is a brother, normally, young sisters, when they come, they give me stories. Yeah, I know the story, that I met a brother, he's good for his deen, he's a mature brother, and mashallah he's upon Quran and Sunnah, all of these emotional things. When she starts saying this to me, I say, hang on, this sister is speaking in an emotional way.
Yeah.
And if I dig deep, I see that her relationship with her parents is not that good.
But then, Sheikh, sorry to interrupt,
Yeah.
but let's say, for example, as you said,
Yeah.
the situation is perfectly fine,
Yeah.
but the parents, they're very cultural parents,
Yes.
and they would like for their daughter, let's say for example, I'm Pakistani, she's
Yeah,
from a
you are
Pakistani
British.
background. Yeah, well, yeah. So let's say there's a
Yeah.
sister from Pakistani
Yeah, you are
origin,
British from a Pakistani origin.
origin,
Yeah.
and she wants to marry, let's say for example, a Jamaican brother.
Yeah.
Let's say for example.
Yeah.
And he's a good brother, he's had a good upbringing, he's a good brother, mashallah. But her parents are saying no on the basis that he is black.
Yeah. Okay. See,
Does her dad's waliya go?
no,
does
it's
she-
not as simple as this.
Yeah.
First of all, what I am saying is that if the sister gained the trust of the father,
Yeah.
if she is behaving in a mature way,
Yeah.
yes, if she has a good relationship with her father,
Yeah.
it is very rare that her father would refuse something like this.
Okay.
Moreover, if there is a trust between her and her father, she will trust him as well. She will trust his judgment.
Yeah.
So if he were to say to her, darling, I don't think that there is a compatibility. I think there are many major differences between you and him. She will accept that in most cases. Yeah, because see, I want to say to my sisters, my own daughters, that wallahi, I swear by Allah, that generally speaking, I have a theory that says a female or the female is the most influential individual in this world. The most influential individual in this world. You, okay, the most influential person in your life. You might say my sheikh. Yes, your sheikh has some influence.
I think it's my
But
mum.
your mother.
Yeah, I think it's my mum.
See?
Yeah.
your mother. If not your mother, your wife. If not your wife, later on it will be your daughter. You know, okay, you know, if my daughter comes to me, yeah, and she said, Daddy, yeah, can you get something for me? Just my heart will melt down immediately and I will just, you know, give up. You know, give up. That's it. All what you, Daddy, can you just, yeah, game over for me. And whatever she asks, I will try to get it, even if it is in the moon. Yeah.
So I think what you're saying is it comes back to your relationship with your parents.
Exactly. So if there is that trust, yeah, then there will be mutual understanding.
But then there's the thing, Sheikh.
And the daughter will really have a trust in her father's decision. Yeah. She will not say, well, he's just being difficult to me. No. She will really consider his judgment. Okay. However, if we say that there is an exceptional case, an exceptional case, I want to advise my daughters, my sisters,
the exceptional case,
I want to advise them, my dear sisters, be careful. Don't go behind your parents' back, okay? Don't go behind them and get married secretly. This is the most dangerous thing that you can do. Even if you think that you have a valid reason, you have to take it. What is the solution? You have to take it to a proper Islamic body, not just anyone, not any individual, not to your friend, not to an imam, not to a religious person. No. Don't do that. Don't fall into that mistake. I had enough cases of sisters who were abused, okay, because they misjudged the situation. What I advise them to go to a proper body to judge whether they can get married without the permission of their father. And for them to know whether that body is a proper body to judge, that body will interview the father. If the body approved their marriage without discussion with the father, without consulting the father, without knowing his viewpoint, it means that body is a dodgy body. They don't know what they are doing. Now, another point that I would like to mention is that those sisters who marry secretly without the permission of their father or without the support of a brother body, normally those girls, those daughters are abused by their husbands. Wallahi, we have so many cases of sisters who were humiliated, humiliated by their husbands. Why?
Subhanallah. It happened in my family. One of the girls, she ran away with this guy. Literally, Sheikh, a month or 2 months later, he's beating the crap out of her.
Exactly.
He's beating her up.
Yes. Why? You know why? We are men. Okay? We know. The man, when he deals with a man, he knows that, he understands me, I understand him, we speak on the same level, I can't take advantage of him, he can't take advantage of me. So I will respect him, I will have some kind of but if that is not there,
when there's no consequences, when he knows there's no consequences,
yes, if that is not there, what will happen? He will take advantage of her and he will humiliate her. That's why it needs to be done properly.
So Sheikh, obviously we know generally in Islam the wali of the woman is her father, generally. Let's say now, for example, there's a lot of situations where the dad can't be the wali. Maybe he's not a Muslim, maybe he's passed away, maybe there's a situation where he can't be the wali. Who should be next in line? How does that work?
Okay, see, first of all, it is true that the Prophet ﷺ said there is no nikah without the permission of the wali. And the Prophet ﷺ said, أيما امرأة تزوجت بغير إذن وليها, any lady that got married without the permission of her wali, means the original wali. It is not just anyone. And this is a common mistake, because some sisters, they have problems with their parents, with the father, and then she picks anyone from the street and he becomes her wali. No, this is true. Wallahi, I know, I dealt with a case.
Random brothers.
No, look at this joke. There are so many jokes. one time a practicing brother, yeah, he came to me after a lecture about marriage, and he said to me, Sheikh, I wanted to get married to a sister. I came to know her on a matrimonial, sorry, one of those websites
or something.
yeah. And then he started to communicate with her. He flew to that country in order to meet her father. Her father refused. Okay, so he went back. What did he do? He flew again to that country. He met with that sister in the airport. And that sister brought a friend of her, a male friend, okay, to act as a wali. And the brother, he brought two of his friends as witnesses. And they done the nikah, yeah, in the airport, okay? And then she flew with him to his country. And then that brother, yeah, he's crying. Now, I dealt with his case. He's crying because her father is not accepting that marriage. I said to him, Akhi, wallahi, if that happened to your daughter, you will never accept that man who got married to your daughter because you feel that this is a deceit, that he just kidnapped your daughter. My key point is the sister, yeah, cannot decide that her father cannot be the
Cannot
wali.
be a wali. It needs to be a body. We've established that. But now,
So there has to be a body, a neutral body,
yes,
yeah, to judge properly
Yeah.
whether the father cannot be the wali.
Okay,
And
but
then
let's-
that body will decide who will be the next wali.
Okay, so brothers and sisters, Jazakallah khair for watching. I hope this has been very, very beneficial and insightful for anyone going through similar problems or knows anyone going through things like this. Guys, if you would like a question of yours answered, inshallah, by Sheikh Haytham Al-Haddad, email us at the email that is below, inshallah, and inshallah we will get back to you. Jazakallah khair for watching. Take care of yourselves. Assalamu alaikum.
Shoot, what I do. Na 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 na.